What's up guys, Coach Gary here from the PARmovement, bringing you the 3 glute exercises that every golfer should have. But first, if you would like to receive a free gift that we put together for you, we have our ultimate golf warm-up that we like to do before every round that helps us get the body primed and prepped properly for a round of golf. So if you want that, make sure you check out the link below and you'll get that right in your inbox. But first, let's talk about how we like to train the glutes at the PARmovement. So you'll see a lot of people on the internet, they'll do banded stuff around the knees where they're doing a lot of side steps, right? And working those glutes through hip abduction. But we will use that at times only if the glute medius and glutes are truly weak. But most of the times what people need to really do is train those glutes with stability and endurance. So I'm gonna show you 3 quick glute exercises that you can do to wake up the glutes, hamstrings, that posterior chain, keep them firing for the entirety of the round so you're not turning into Tiger Woods and having the glutes turn off in the middle of your round. So first things first, we are gonna do a modified standing hip thrust. So if you've seen people do hip thrust with the barbell on the ground, that puts a lot of pressure on the upper back. We're gonna use this band, we're gonna put it up around our hips, and we're also gonna grab something like a kettlebell or a dumbbell. And so what I'm gonna do is I feel the tops of my hips. I wanna get it right on the top of my thighs. So if you feel the bony nub on the sides of your hip, the greater trochanter, put that right around there. And then we're gonna step forward, load up some tension. And then at the top, what I want you to do right now is just drive those hips through. Let's feel those glutes fire. And then all we're gonna do is sit our hips down and back. So we kind of let the hips go down slightly. We don't keep them up completely like a stiff leg deadlift. And then we drive into our heels all the way up. So we're gonna go ahead, do 10 here. Nice, slow, eccentric. 1, 2, 3. Drive the heels into the ground. And then let's go ahead, rep that out until the glutes are burning. So that's exercise number 1. Next, what we're gonna do a little slider, some squat slides to work on some hip stability. So I'm gonna take, if you have a slider or a towel on the floor, you can go ahead and use that. And we are going to do some single leg. Let me do it from this side. So what I want you to focus on is having this knee tracking over those toes properly. I don't wanna see the knees going in and out, and that's gonna help us train the glutes for an endurance purpose. So first thing, put the heel on the slider or the towel, whatever you have. Make sure you're on a hardwood floor. Lock the hip out, and we're just gonna go down into the best single leg squat that we can. Come back up, put the toes down. We're gonna press out to the side, knee tracking over the toes, pulling back in, back straight down, and then you're gonna go ahead and give me a little curtsy squat, still knees tracking over the toes. Let me show you from the front. First one, going down. Best single leg squat, stay active, don't bottom out. Come back up, lock the hips out on the toes, slide out to the side, come back up, straight back, knees tracking over the toes, and then sliding over for a little curtsy squat. Again, make sure the knees aren't going in and out, come back up. After you do 2 rounds of that, you should feel that glute firing, burning, and working on endurance. And then lastly, keep the sliders or the towels, and we're gonna work that whole hip extension, glutes, hamstrings, all together, work some endurance in those hips. So you're gonna go ahead and lay down on the ground, pull those in close to your buttocks, the towel, sliders, whatever you got. And then we're gonna make sure we're on our heels. So the toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. We're gonna raise those hips up, full hip extension, pull that belly button in, and we're just gonna slide out nice and slow. Think 5-second count. Still keep the hips locked out all the way down to the ground. Rest, put it down, pull them back in, toes up. One more time, squeeze those glutes. Slide out, keep sliding. Glutes are tight, core is tight. Go for as long as you can comfortably build endurance in that whole posterior chain. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna do 3 rounds, 10 of those. With the banded hip thrusts, you're gonna do 10 each leg on the single leg squat. So each one is 1, so you'll do 5. You're gonna do 2 rounds of that. And then you're gonna do the eccentric hip thrusts. Load up those hamstrings, right? When you're doing those, you should feel those in the hamstrings and the glutes, keeping them locked out. And let's build some endurance and stability in those glutes. 3 rounds of all of that, and you will fatigue those glutes. You'll get them firing, and that way you'll know they will last an entire round. So, recap real quick. If you want that ultimate warm up for golf, go ahead, click the link below. You can do that today, do that before your next round. You're gonna feel a difference. You're gonna get the body mobile where it needs to be mobile, stable where it needs to be stable, and primed and ready for a round of golf. So if you like that video, please give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Go ahead, leave a comment in below whether or not you're going out golfing today. It's the start of November. Let me know if you're that wintertime golfer warrior or not. So over and out. Stay tuned to the next video.